Hey guys, in this video I want to talk to you about email marketing and how to use it to increase your sales. Email marketing is a great tool to increase both your brand awareness and increase your sales. So let's start. There are two kinds of email marketing. One is newsletters and the second one is automated emails such as cart abandonment from your website. Using emails to generate sales sounds really easy. I thought so myself, but it is not. And I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, and let me tell you, you are not alone. Most businesses, big or small, have the same issue. Before we start talking and well deep into email marketing, let's first talk about the results. You need to look at email marketing as a strategic way to create first short-term sales, of course, customer retention, and brand awareness. The two important data factors that you need to look for in your email marketing is open rate and click rate. Open rate is the amount or percentage of people who actually opened your email out of all the people you sent your email to. The click rate is the amount or percentage of people who took action, who click. Here's a great rule of thumb for you to understand where you stand with the open rate. An open rate that is lower than 2 digits is really bad. 6 or 7% is a disaster. If you see a lot of unsubscribers, you really doing something wrong. It's either the list or the content, the emails themselves. The thing is that there are so many businesses out there that know that their email marketing is not working, but they continue sending emails just because you need to send emails. If something is not working, why do you continue doing that? If your car is not working, if your iPhone is not working well, you immediately go and fix it, right? This is the way to look at your marketing. If your email marketing is not working, don't just continue do that. Stop and try to think, what can I do better? What do I need to change? In email marketing, just like pretty much anything in branding and marketing, the less you will try to sell, the more you will actually sell. And again, I'm talking about businesses that want longevity. If you're just here to make a buck, this video is not really for you. I'm talking about people that actually want to have long-term business with returning clients on and on and on, create relationships with their clients, and have customer retention. The process of building a high conversion email has 5 elements: subject line, images you use, the copy that you use, the call to action, and the design of the email. How to write a good subject line for your email so people will actually open it? Think about the customer. Don't think about yourself. Don't try to promote. Again, don't try to sell. Ask a question. Be valuable. Have something really interesting in the subject line. Think what your customer would like to open. What your customer is interested in. Think what you would like to open. What subject line will trigger you to click on the email and open it? The list of the most XYZ. 4 things to do this XYZ. Do you know how to? Have you heard that? The top 5 hottest places in. Those things that are not only now. Our products are the best. So again, don't think about it from the product point of view or your company's or your business point of view. Think about a good subject line from your customer's point of view. What's a good subject line for them, not for you? It's not about you, it's about your customers. When you do have a hard sale, when you do have a promotion or a good sale, like 4th of July sale, Black Friday or whatever, don't push on scarcity. Scarcity is good, but when you try to push too much on that, it just doesn't work. Or for instance, don't repeat the scarcity. Don't repeat the only now, this is your last chance to. Pick one, either only now or this is your last chance. If you use both of them in a subject line, it's just lame. It doesn't work. Now, personalization. This is so important. If people give you their first name and their email when they're subscribing, use their first name. This will increase your sales and open rate by at least 30%. You can have their first name on the subject line. Hey Dino, what do you think about this? You can have the first name of the subscriber and talk to them. What is a good image to use on your email marketing? A good one, a really good image. That's a good image to use on your email marketing. Think about a photo. If you don't think it's fucking awesome, don't use it. I see clients and people say, oh, it's good enough. Or when I ask them, do you think it's a good photo? And they say, not really. So why do you use it? If you don't think it's good, why would your customers think it's good? Again, you're thinking about yourself, not your customers. Put your customers in the center. It's about them, not about you. If you will think about yourself and the pressure of just making a sale no matter what, you will not make the sale. Good sales, good marketing, effective sales, all about the details. A lot of small details that actually make a good sale, that actually make effective marketing, that actually creates a brand. How to write good copy so people will actually click, people will actually want to get more emails from you and not unsubscribe for your emails. Be interesting. Don't try to sell, try to bring and offer value. Think what you can write that will actually give them benefit. Write about your product from your customer's point of view, how they will benefit it. Start with you will, not our or the X is. When you work on your email design and want to design a good conversion email, which means people will actually open, click, and buy from your email, the first question you need to ask is the size of the screen or device your customers see the email on. Just go to the platform, your email platform or your website, and see if your customers open your emails on a desktop or a mobile. And if you can, what screen size is it? When you know the size, when you know if it's a little small device or a big desktop, you know that the design is totally different. Now, the most important thing about designing your email for high conversion is the fold, above the fold and below the fold. People usually don't scroll down, so you have to catch them immediately. If your call to action is below the fold, if they don't have a reason to scroll down and then see the call to action, they will probably won't use it. They will probably won't click on that button. If all your products are clickable just below the fold and they need to scroll down to see them, the click-through rate will be lower. Just like when you have only 3 seconds to get people on your email, on your website, on your email it's even less. Because think about it, the first thing they had to click to open it. And if they don't see something really, really cool and interesting, they will not scroll down. Sometimes it's great to have very interesting copy that will make them scroll down, and only then they will see that there's a call to action to shop or to look at your products. The other way is to actually bombard them with something that looks really, really, really amazing and will make them immediately click. This is usually when you have a sale or a promotion. First thing that they see is something that makes them want to have it, a wow factor, and then a click to. And then immediately they will click. So I hope this really helped you understand how to use your email marketing to generate sales, how to design a good email for open rate, how to design and create good conversions emails, and actually change your mindset from trying to sell to trying to give value. Again, if you will use your emails just to create a sale, you will sell less. People will unsubscribe. People will not open it. People will not click on it. So you need to try and think, instead of how am I going to make a sale, how am I going to bring value? What are the benefits that I give to my customers? How can my customers benefit from getting this email? I want to take a moment to talk about something really important, which is lists and segmentations. Basic segmentations you need is those that really open your emails all the time. They need to be in a specific segment and get different emails than those that don't open your emails. Another segment should be those who actually buy. The people that buy most should have their own segment and get different emails with different offerings and subjects and copy than people that open your emails but they never buy. Those people need to have a better reason why I should buy. Maybe they should get a different pricing or a totally different copy. But you cannot send the same emails to everybody on your list because people are different. You can actually create a segment, a personalization segment, by the things that they buy, the products that they buy, the products that they usually buy. And then you can say, hey Dino, we have a new t-shirt, why don't you try it? And this is based on the fact that I buy only t-shirts on your website. Or, hey Dino, have you seen the new Ford 150? Because I'm crazy about Fords and all the information and the products that I buy on your website are for Ford or from Ford or Ford oriented. Then you know that Dino, because I gave you my first name and email, buys only Ford related products. So you need to send me a personalized emails about Ford products. Don't send me Chevrolet. Not that I think that Chevy is not good. I like Ford and Chevy. But that's the idea. That's the concept. You need to be segmented. You need to be valuable. And you need to be as personalized as you can. Down below in the description, you will see a few PDFs that I made for you with good subject lines that you should use, examples for good subject lines for your emails, and a quick checklist, email marketing checklist, what you need to pay attention for good conversion or good open rate or good sales emails. So good luck with your email marketing, and if you have any questions or anything, just send me an email, DM me, or comment below.